It is a rainy Saturday, very late start to my day, and let me just lower the fire a little bit. Okay. It is another day of homemaking and taking care of, oh, I think the fire is going to, okay, sorry. Welcome friends to another day of taking care of my home, a day of running errands, although I only have like one errand to run, which is to the grocery store, and I do have the house empty. No one's home, no one's going to be home for the whole day. My husband and the boys have plans for the day. They are in Boston doing fun things, and it is a rainy Saturday. I think I've already said that. Even though is it spring already? Did spring start? Even though it's mild out, it just feels like raw. It's raining, it's got that chill to the house, and this one is very curious. Get out of here. I'm not bringing much wood inside because we don't know if we'll need to use the wood stove a lot. The days are getting, you know, warmer, but today the heat has kicked in a couple of times, and I feel like, okay, it's best if the air has a little chill to it in the house. So a little fire, I'm just like kicking it off, and then I can just kind of slow it down, and it just keeps going, warming the house a little bit. So even though I want spring, I love having the wood stove going. I have quite a bit to catch up. I need to clean my kitchen. I feel like lately all I say is it's been a week. It's been a week. We have had, yesterday my husband and I went to go visit a family member at the hospital. We spent a little bit of time there, and when we came home, and that was after work, so when we came home, we had nothing in us to straighten out the kitchen, and just nothing. We made some tea. I made some tea, he made a coffee, I had a little bit of toast, and that was it, friends. So today I'm going to, with lots of joy, do a tidy up, a clean up, and then go by the grocery store, pick up what I need. I do have my starters. Yesterday I took my starter out of the fridge, and this was last night. So this is my main starter, so I took it out of the fridge. I took some, put it in this one, and as you can see, I had it at 300 right here, and then I woke up this morning and it took off. It doubled the size, which is exactly what I want. And look at these, I don't know if you can really see, look at these bubbles. That's exactly what we want for a sourdough starter. I am not an expert. My goodness, I know nothing about it. The bits I know, this is what I'm sharing with you. I have this one, I fed it, left it out because I'm going to be baking. I want to make, I can't cover this. Just a second, let me just cover my sourdough. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. I want to try and make croissants. So I know it's a challenge. It's not as easy as just making a bread, but I just noticed she is on top of folded the bathroom rug in a sheet, of course. Any cushion they find, it's their place to chill. So I want to make croissants, and it's not as easy as bread, but I'm going to make it, sourdough croissants. And I'm going to also, I'm planning on cooking, and I know I just made this last week, which you'll see on the video that I'm going to post today. Today is Saturday. All out of schedule with my videos, but this is just how life is going lately, but I'm still posting it, and it's a fun one only because for me it has like bits and pieces of what I do some weekends to prep for the week, and then I also chat about the direction of my channel. So I'll link it up here or in the description box if you haven't watched it. So I recommend watching before moving forward watching my videos. And so I just made last week the chicken meatballs and pasta. So it was such a hit that I felt I didn't have enough. So to surprise my husband and one of my sons that loves that, I'm going to make that. And I'm also going to take wings out of the freezer, and I'm going to make spicy chicken wings, the homemade one. And so when they get home, there's plenty of food. And I might do some different baking, like just simple baking, not sourdough, because for the bread and the croissants, there's a process like overnight for the dough. So I want to, I'll prep that. But I'm going to get to that kitchen. The fire's not going. I'm going to cover this beautiful wood with a blanket to prevent my kitties from chewing on the wood. And on that video, the recent video, I also share at how one of my kitties got sick, and it was rough. That week was rough having him sick. So I'm really making sure there's nothing around that he can get to, but he finds a way of getting into things, friends. I did clean the kitchen. I'm just going to finish and put dishes away. I had said earlier I was going to go and run an errand or two. Oh, I just saw a pretty bird. An errand or two. I do need to go to Tractor Supply store and also Stop and Shop. However, I'm not feeling like leaving the house. So what I'm thinking is, depending on the time my husband comes home, we might just go later. If not, then I'll go more like later towards the end of the day. I just don't feel like leaving right now. And one of the reasons why I wanted to go like soon was to pick up a few things that I had ideas for dinners, but I decided I have lots in my freezer. I have lots of things that I can pull meals together, and that's what I'm going to do. I took chicken wings. I did say earlier I was going to do that. I took them out of the freezer. I should have taken them out earlier, but I can defrost them that soon, like earlier than on enough time, I should say. And I'm going to I have linguiça in the freezer, so I usually can pull a meal so quick with a can of rotel tomatoes. I have lots of peppers and onions I need to use, and I just saute all of that. I make some rice aside, and that will be another meal. So that's what I'm going to do. I feel like chicken wings really don't fill you up. That's almost like an appetizer type of thing, or I mean, unless you eat a lot of them, my boys will devour them, and so everybody will be happy, and I don't have to leave just to go get things that I thought that I would. I think I have a cat here in my eye. I think I thought I needed. So that gives me the chance of catching up a little bit more on housework. I just made some lunch, and I had cabbage that needed to be used. So I love boiled cabbage, and I boiled a little bit of a little piece of linguiça, and that releases flavor. And then I drizzle a little bit of olive oil once that's on the plate, and some hot sauce. It's just so good. So I just finished eating. I'm going to go ahead and go dust my room, vacuum. I have another load of laundry going, and then clean this living room, give this whole house a good vacuum, and then do some baking. I have to prep my doughs for tomorrow and to go overnight. And I also think I'm going to bake just a regular pound cake. I haven't made that in a very long time, so I think that's what I'll do. A nice cake for the afternoon when they come home later on, and we'll just have that. So, and I feel like baking, but I don't have to bake everything sourdough, right? I think so. Okay. I have done quite a bit. It's right now 2:54, and I have only one more load of laundry to do. The house is looking quite nice. I just need to have a jar of jelly beans. The house is looking quite nice and cozy, and I just need to go and vacuum the couches in the living room. It is all dusted, but everything looks so nice. I need to I decided not to do the blueberry muffins. I am actually not the blueberry muffins. Oh my goodness. I've decided not to make the pound cake. I went ahead and made blueberry muffins. It's just such a nice treat with a coffee or tea. So I'm like, I have frozen blueberries. I'm just going to do it. And it is always just such a hit. I'm almost, it's almost time to make my afternoon coffee. And yes, we still have a Christmas blanket there. The cats just love that. And let me show you something. Ash, there he is. He sits right on the blanket, that's on the wood. Fire is going very, very slow, and we can adjust that, and I did that because it's not, the house is not too hot, and it's just perfect. It is raining quite hard right now. Let me just see if I can. The summer, the pool beds, the covers came off, and the wind's been blowing them around. But we made such a huge mistake, and I was just talking to my husband about that this morning, leaving these uncovered, this patio set. What a mistake we made. Ooh, no, you don't want to see that. Okay, much better. What a mistake we made leaving those out. We totally regret it. And the cover for the table, same thing. The cover ripped for the patio, the dinner, oh my goodness, the table and chairs on the patio. It's just, everything looks awful, awful. We didn't do a good job winterizing everything, so next year definitely will be different. These look absolutely delicious. I was looking for the word. The house smells so good right now, friends. I have a little bit more to go. I'm just going to, I don't know why I didn't pull another muffin tin and just do bake double, but I don't know why I didn't do that. I have coffee brewing, and I will be taking a little break to have a delicious muffin. If you've never made muffins from scratch, I think I've said this too many times, you're probably sick of hearing me say, friends, try it, because I have chicken actually defrosting over there. Try it out. It doesn't take long at all to prep, and it's just so good. Yes, Abby. It's 9:12 at night. I have a new starter going, and I have one loaf in the fridge, and I am doing the folding process on this one. I have another 30 minutes, and then this one will be going in the fridge as well, and then it's just bedtime. I am done for today. Okay, I have you propped in the cabinet. It is Sunday morning, 12:13, and I'm starting lunch a little later. I have a loaf ready to go in the oven, although I did forget to do something to the dough yesterday, so hopefully it's going to be okay. I'm just going to go ahead and bake it. All I did was forget to actually turn it into a ball, roll it. I just ended up picking it up, put it in the bowl and in the fridge. So I don't know, we'll see how this is gonna come out. How did you
I'm sorry, you're recording.
Okay, so I'm going to do the scoring thing with a knife because I don't have that fancy razor thing, and put it in the oven, and we'll see how it comes out.
See water, let me know.
Oh dear. I can tell the difference on the dough when cutting it. I mean, it's got bubbles. I'm still going to use it. I'm not going to waste it. It's not going to make anybody sick. But I just feel just a bit annoyed with myself because I forgot that. How could I forget to do what I need to do with the dough? I must have been really tired yesterday. Okay, let me prop you there again. The sourdough bread that I used to buy, and I still am buying, but not as much, because I like this bread. I've been making sourdough artisan bread, so there's a difference in texture. So this is the one I used to buy, and which is like, it's literally like sliced bread and much softer, and it's great to toast. So I'm going to attempt to make sliced bread, or sandwich bread it's called. I have my starter from last night here, and I googled an very easy recipe, so I'm sure I'm going to have to make this multiple times to be able to hit it right on the recipe that I really like, and I can stop buying store-bought sourdough bread. I feel like this is going to be let me just put you down. This is going to be a good spot to sort of like put the camera. It is 4:39, and I took a little bit of a break. I sat down and was just hanging out on my phone, on my laptop, doing some research on certain things, and I just looked at the dough just to check. The one for my hair is like a mess. The one for the sliced bread is a new recipe. I've never tried sourdough sandwich bread, or I keep calling it sliced bread, but it's sandwich, you know what I mean. And I found that the texture of the dough wasn't the same as it appeared on the video, so I think I know it'll take a couple of times to get the dough right. But it is rising, so which is a good thing. I have another loaf that I just took out of the fridge. I'm going to put it in the oven. We did try the other one, the other loaf that right here. We did cut it. We had it with some lunch, and it's not bad at all. As you can see, it's delicious, but I was a bit concerned because I didn't do the rolling of putting like the dough all together into a bowl, and you kind of like, you know what I mean, you gotta tuck in, keep tucking and rolling, and like in circular motion. You know what I'm talking about. And I totally forgot to do that before putting the dough in bowls, but it tastes great. I mean, I don't see much of a difference.